And then, so we're on our way. So let's talk um, about that a belief. And and so you want to kind of start there. And so Chatty,
Yeah.
tell us more about this belief and how do you gain that belief like you have because you're so fired up. I mean, everybody's listening, just saying,
Yeah.
you want to be that way. How do you get to be you?
Yeah. Exactly. So, so basically, to create that belief system, somebody said to me a very long time ago, Doc, and you want me to call you Doc, Hank,
Yeah, doctor.
Doctor, Doc. All right, awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
So somebody said to me, they said every liar eventually believes their lies. So that mentor of mine said, Chatty, I want you to start lying your way into success to create the belief system. Tell yourself lies that support you in becoming the ultimate best version of yourself. So I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? And he's like, say things along the line of like, I am courageous. Because, Doc, if you know the past Shaddy Bazzy, the introvert, nerd, shy, whatever, zero energy kind of guy, you know, you'll be like, he doesn't got no courage. He's got fear. But I wanted courage. So guess what? I tell myself every single day, I am courageous. I am powerful. I am unstoppable. I was never determined. So I tell myself, I am determined, you know, and then, I'd say, I am sexy. I am good looking. I'd throw that in there as well, too. So that's how we create the belief system.
yeah,
We're a product of what we tell ourselves every single day. So I tell
yeah.
myself, that I am, these things that all of a sudden one day, I began to walk that way,
Wow,
you know,
wow, that's
and,
powerful. And I teach people about how thoughts become things, and this is exactly what you just said.
yeah,
That you are saying, "Hey, I'm courageous and I'm dynamic. I have charisma. I'm sexy. I like
yeah,
that one.
yeah, yeah,
Younger, and the more that you say that, the more that you believe that, and the more that you'll be led to that, where those thoughts become things. And like you said, you start walking and Chatty, and that's just amazing and
right.
powerful. Now, are there some techniques you can help us with for
Yeah,
that, specific to listings
yes.
or
So, so,
general?
so let me give you an example. I met him back in 2016, and this guy like literally lacked like self-esteem and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and we just interviewed him on the Top Listing Agent Show, my podcast. We just interviewed him, and we documented actually the journey, the process that I'm going to give you on how to create that belief
Wow.
system. So what we
Awesome.
did with him is when we did our first interview, okay, he only had $3.16 in his pocket. $3.16 in his pocket. So 368 days later is when we did interview number two. He had already made over $100,000 and became like a completely different person. And here's the thing, Doc. I also have another, Facebook group, for top listing agents, and it's called toplistingagentgroup.com.
Okay.
And in there, what Rod did, okay, so the process that I'm going to teach right now,
Okay.
every single day, 7 days a week, he did a daily five. He would take a picture of it and he would load it up into the Facebook group. So the whole world saw his journey for, 368 days to go from $3.16 to over $100,000.
So, can you? It just froze a little again on what did he do again? At every day, you said 7 days a week. What did he do?
Right. He did a 5-step journaling process. And I
Yeah.
want to walk everybody through those 5 steps right now. Okay. Because I believe, I believe in magic. And this is the magical formula. Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 steps. Step number one, Doc.
Yeah.
You write down one thing that made you happy in the last 24 hours. And you got to do this like literally in the first 5 minutes of waking up every single day. Okay.
Okay.
Just write down one thing that made you happy in the last 24 hours.
Okay.
Why is that? It's because, when you wake up, the mind is like, oh my God, it's cold and I'm tired and I don't feel like dealing with this client today and, all that crazy stuff. But now
Right.
we're taking our mind to like, the happy moment. So
Yeah.
step number two is we answer this question, and the question is, what are two things that we are grateful for? Because there's so much to be grateful for.
Right.
Okay, you know, and you know, in that way, you know, when you're focused on gratitude, you're no longer focused on lack.
Yes, right, right. And you know,
Okay.
the other thing is you are grateful that the universe responds and gives you more of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the third thing that we do, Doc, is we write down our top three personal goals. Remember, this is a daily ritual. You write down your top three personal goals. Why do we do that? Remember, Brian Tracy said the moment that you commit your goals to writing is the moment that you increase your odds of achieving that goal by 1,000%. So damn it, every single day I am going to increase my odds of achieving my goal by 1,000%. Heck yeah, I'm writing this sucker down. Not only that, not only we are doing in this process is we're activating our reticular activating system. What is that? Okay, so basically, if you think to yourself, you know, I want to, you know, buy a white Mercedes. All of a sudden, everywhere you go, you start seeing the white Mercedes. Well, guess
Right.
what? The white Mercedes has been around all that time. You just had a filter. So now, when you activate your reticular activating system, you're removing the filter. So now you're able to see opportunity, and that's how you attract things into your experience. Number four, we write down 4 affirmations every single day. You know, I am powerful. You know, whatever you want your affirmation to be. I tell my clients, identify what is it that you don't believe to be true about you that you wish was true, because that would be the secret ingredient to take you and your life to the next level. Well, you know, they don't believe they're healthy. So I say, I write down, I am healthy. Okay, because eventually when you start believing it, you start eating healthier food, you know, taking healthier actions, etc. So same 4 affirmations every single day. And number five, we write down the income goal 5 times in the present tense. For example, if your goal is $100,000 a year, you'd write down, I attract and generate a minimum of $100,000 this year, or I attract and earn $100,000 or more this year, etc. Hank, you do this every single day. And I'm going to challenge all our viewers right now to do this for the next 30 days. Like, I'm challenging you. Let's put a bet on this. You know, what if we're right and you're wrong? Just try it out for the next 30 days, and I promise you, magic will appear in your life.
Yeah, baby, I love it. I love it. And that, you know, this is for the viewers that are familiar with me. This is something that I call the Joy Shop. That is very similar. You have some great points here on and added points in order to make it. And I love the income. I love, you know, specifically writing down what those goals are and using the present tense. And so, you know, this is really about mindset, and we're kind of back to thoughts become things. An example that I have is real estate agents, you know, for all of their career have been involved with the broker owns the business, if you will, and there's only 100% commissions, and so you bicker with the broker and you say, hey, you know, how much of my commissions can I have? And I'm with eXp Realty, which you can get more than 100% of your commissions, and it's tough for people to, you know, see differently. We kind of have these blinders on, and like you were saying, the way to get rid of those blinders is to just start saying these things to you about what you desire, what you want, what your goals are. So that's spectacular. And so how do you so with listings specifically, how can I increase my listings using your systems that you have and techniques and secrets to success?
Yeah, again, you know, Hank, now we first started talking about the mindset, you know,
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, you know, generating listings has absolutely nothing to do with lead generation, because the leads are out there. It's about becoming the kind of person that can do it. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So
yeah.
the second thing that you need to focus on is acquiring the right skill set. Acquiring the right skill set. And I want to walk every single person here through our process and how to do this. I got Robert right here with me in the office. I'm actually sitting right here in the office. You know, just to share with you how we can do this. So Robert, let's just, you know, bring Robert on for a second right
Hey,
here. I don't know, Robert, you can't hear him,
hey,
but you
man.
know, Robert, you're talking to me. Can you hear Robert or no? Say something, Robert.
How's it going, Hank?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear him? Okay, good.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear. Yeah, go
So
ahead.
Robert, tell them how many contacts you made today and how many appointments we set.
We got 23 contacts, 2 appointments.
Okay.
Wow,
So
that's
23 contacts, 2 appointments. How many listings will you take this month?
We're going to take 8 this month.
8 this month. Okay.
wow.
So thank you very much, Robert. We just
Thank
okay.
you.
So
Appreciate
think of it this way. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So look, here's the thing. When you got the right mindset and,
Yeah.
and you got the right skill set, you know,
Yeah.
you can create this on demand whenever you want. I mean,
Yeah.
23 contacts. You talked to 23 people. You set 2 appointments.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
well, but here's the thing. Some other people out there will be like, well, I've already made 200-300 contacts and haven't set nothing. Why is that? Well, number one, they ain't got the right mindset. Number two, they ain't got the right skill sets. So let's talk about skills. Want me to walk you through a process?
Yep. Great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So I'm gonna tap sales process that every real estate agent needs to learn ASAP in order for them to become a top listing agent. Number one, you gotta learn to connect with people, man. You gotta look. That's more important than a listing presentation. It's creating the connection, you know, building a rapport. How do I get you to like me? How do I get you to trust me? How do I get you to respect me? How do I get you to see me as the expert? Because if I can't get you to see that, you ain't gonna listen to me like I'm the expert.
Yeah.
And if you ain't gonna listen to me like
We
I'm the
already
expert,
like you.
yeah,
We already like you, baby. You got that high.
exactly.
How do I
Brother.
do that?
Yeah, it's the Colombian stuff, man. You know, the Colombian stuff. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm talking about the Colombian coffee, not the other stuff. So,
That's great.
number one is you gotta learn how to create connections. Okay.
Yeah.
Number two, you
How
know,
do
you
I do that?
gotta
If we stop at one, how do I build better connections? Like, what's a secret that you
okay.
use?
So let me start by telling you how not to do it. I'll tell you first of all how not to do it. So the wrong way to do it is a lot of times we meet somebody and we try to look for something that we have in common, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I tell my clients that's the incorrect way to do it. Common, okay, interest doesn't build rapport. Common behavior builds rapport. Hey, just because you and I both like dogs, it doesn't mean we are gonna like each other. You know, we just like dogs. Okay, that's common interest. But
Yeah.
common behavior, like me and you, look, hey, let's do a little be honest, okay? I haven't known you for a very long time, but I feel like I've known you forever because you smile like me, you got great energy like me. Like, do you see like you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
You
do.
know? Yeah, there you go. There you go. You know?
We don't
That's
even have to say anything, right?
exactly.
People would
Exactly.
feel it.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So and that's the thing. You know, sometimes you meet people and you feel like you've known them forever. Okay. And sometimes you meet people and you're like, you just can't stand that person. But here's the thing. We can create that on purpose all the time. And the way that we do it is, okay, is you got to take the focus off of you, okay? And you got to put the focus on them. It's like, I want to get into your world. I want to get into your world. How do you walk? How do you talk? How do you behave? Because just about everyone that you hang out with is very similar to you. So when I become very similar to you, I become familiar, okay? But if I'm not familiar to you, then I'm foreign. And mommy and daddy told you don't do what? Mommy and daddy told you don't talk to strangers. No wonder nobody can freaking damn prospect. Mommy and daddy ruined you. You know?
Absolutely. I think the number one
With your
fear in
mama and
America,
your papa.
yeah, the number one fear in America is public speaking. And it's all because we were told that don't talk to strangers. God forbid they give you some
Exactly.
candy.
Exactly. All right,
Yeah,
so Doc, that's number one. Number two is qualifying. Okay.
yeah,
And here's the thing. You know, some people like they just want to qualify on like is this person motivated? Can I work with that person? And I'm
yeah.
like, it's okay, let's do that. But you know, we gotta go above and beyond that, Hank. People, you know, we gotta care about people. It's like, you know, the way I look at it is if I'm gonna talk to a female, I'm gonna talk to her the way I want people to talk to my mother. You know, if I'm gonna talk to a man, I want to talk to him the way I want people to talk to my daddy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like I want to know, you know, Doc, what do you want? What is important to you about that? What do you need? What is important to you about that? Doc, do we have a problem that we need to solve? Because I want to help solve that problem. You know, Doc, what's your time frame? You know, Doc, you know, what is your financial ability? You know, Doc, any other people involved in making this decision. I want to be able to qualify for that. But guess what? If we don't do step number one and create connections, they ain't going to tell you nothing.
Yes, right.
Okay. Okay. So now, Doc, would you agree with me? Would you agree with me that this is like a lot to qualify for?
Well, here's what I would say is it's a lot, but I think you can teach people to do it really easily. That's my hunch.
Absolutely.
That's my hunch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But listen to this. Here's the thing. This is what like average people do. Well, not even average people can't even do it that good. But see, why do my clients, why are they converting 80, 90% of the listing appointments they're going on? It's because we go further. Okay. What do we qualify for? Hey, I'm going to qualify you for you think. Because if I know how you think, I can alter your thinking. Okay. I'm going to qualify you for how you make decisions. Because if I know how you make decisions, then I could alter your decision. I'm going to qualify for how you process information so I can deliver my presentation in a way that you can process and understand and make it a no-brainer for you, but to work with me. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the difference that makes the difference. Now, when we do that, the next step in the sales process is the presentation. So now all of a sudden we show up on this freaking damn listing appointment and you're looking forward to meeting me, because I've built extreme high level of rapport with you. And number two, I know everything about you. And I get there and I don't talk about all the stuff that other agents talk about. I just talk about what's important to you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I show you how I could help you in the process. And I'll tell you, like literally 9 out of 10 times, we don't even need to ask the seller to hire us. They just want to work with us. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the presentation. So step number 4 in the presentation is closing. Okay. ABC, Hank, what does ABC stand for?
I don't know. ABC, the alphabet.
I'm always setting you up, right? In the world of sales, ABC stands for always be closing. Okay. In my world, I say always be contributing, man. Always be contributing.
Yeah.
Do you like it when someone closes on you? Nobody likes it when they're getting closed on. Okay.
Right.
So always be contributing. Okay. So,
Right.
and here's the thing. If you build rapport, if you qualify them, and you did a good enough listing presentation, there's no reason for a close.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. And then we move into step number 5. Step
Okay.
number 5 is handling objections.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Handling objections. Okay.
Yep.
Again, I teach all my clients how to become a ninja at handling objections. Okay. And look, I just did a free training on that. Can we send people somewhere so they can go get their free
Sure,
training?
that would be awesome. Yeah, I'd love that. What is that?
Right. So it's about a 60-minute video recording on, and basically I give people like word for word how to handle every single objection that they can possibly get, about 30 objections, and they can get that at handlethisobjection.com.
Oh, that's great.
Handlethisobjection.com. Okay. So,
Wow.
and yes, as important as it is, Hank, it's like literally the least important step in the sales process.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Well, probably you won't have many
a
objections.
top listing agent, that's the thing. A top
Yep.
listing agent identifies what potential objections could possibly come up and eliminates them inside of the presentation.
Right, exactly. So those are the 5 steps to the listing presentation, basically to help you be successful, and it probably could be used with anything, with buyers or whatever. But it all
Everything.
and it all starts with mindset.
Yeah.
So the sales process has 5 steps, and then how to become a top listing agent basically is within those 5 steps. And out of those 5 steps, that what is the most important step, or what more can you share with us about that? Are you exercising a little?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting a little bit of stretch on, going on. Okay. So we said, okay, so first we talked about the mindset. Okay, now we're
Yep.
talking about the skill set, and we talked about, the 5-step sales process.
Yeah.
Now, the way I look at it is if you have the right mindset and you have the right skill set,
Yeah.
now you can play the game at a high level. Okay. So now it's about lead generation. Okay. So
Okay.
when you're doing lead generation, look, there's leads in every single city, every
Right.
single day.
Right.
And I tell my clients who say, "Well, I don't have enough leads." I say, "Why don't you just go on Zillow and just look for Make Me Move or look for sale by owner or go to forsalebyowner.com. There's somebody that's raising their hand and saying they want to sell their house.
Yeah.
You have the mindset, you have the skill set. Just give them a call, have a conversation with them. You
Wow.
know, and
Yeah.
if you connect with them, you'll set the appointment. And if you don't, you won't. It's okay. Not everybody's right. You're not right for every show. The majority of my clients are working the following systems. If you want to know what systems they're working, okay.
Yeah.
So I believe that in order for you to market proof your business, in
Mhm.
order for you to market proof your business, regardless buyer's market, good market, bad market, shifting market, it don't matter. You got to have 6 lead generation systems in place. Okay.
Okay.
You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere,
Yeah.
and then, one system at a time, build them up. So no
Yeah.
order of importance. I teach my clients how to put the following 6, and I say the most important system of all systems is the most neglected system of all systems in real estate, which is your database.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's number one.
Yep.
That's number one. I was talking to somebody recently, and they've been in the business for 17 years, and the conversation was like, if I take a month vacation, I come back to nothing
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
because they're just like telemarketers. So we got to build a database. So that number one is working your past client centers of influence, and no order of importance now. The second system is there's for sale by owners in every single marketplace. But I don't like working for sale by owners. Well, damn it, I don't like working now, but I like looking good and feeling good. Um, and then there's expireds in every single marketplace. Okay. So those are very, and I love working with people that like to work those systems because I can teach them how to generate like business like this from them. Okay. And then there's zero marketing with that. So that's 3 systems. And then
Okay.
the other 3 systems that I work with people on is open house. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I have a gentleman I'm working with right now that's like closing at least 2 deals a month just from open houses.
Wow.
That's 24 deals a year from doing open houses. Like if you're doing less than 24 deals a year, don't tell me I don't want to do open houses. Tell me
Right.
you don't want to reach your goal bad enough. You
Right.
know.
Right.
And the 5th system, I tell every single one of my clients is if you're planning on being in the business for at least the next 5 years, do some farming. We do online and offline farming. Like put the stick in the ground and tell the world that this is your marketplace, this is your territory, and this is where you dominate. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the 6th one is another very neglected one and being done incorrectly.
Yeah.
Hank, you can't escape the internet. You can't
Right.
escape the internet. Okay,
Right.
we are on the internet right now. Everything is living on the internet.
Right.
I got I got a client of mine. I had him. Crazy story. I had him as a he was a guest on my podcast. The
Uh-huh.
guy that I was telling you about earlier that went from $3.16 to
Yeah.
$100,000. He
Right.
said he went on a for sale by owner appointment, and and he connected with the for sale by owner. After he left the for sale by owner, the for owner Googled him. And what came up on Google is my podcast. For sale by owner listens to the podcast episode. He's not even in real estate and calls up Rod and says, Rod, I heard your story. I saw you, on this podcast. I love
Yeah.
your tenacity. I love that, you're trying to make it. I want to work with you. And it was his highest listing taken ever. He's never,
Wow.
ever taken a listing for over $300,000. Okay.
Bet.
And,
Right.
so if it wasn't for the internet, that wouldn't happen. Now I have clients we're working with that are generating as over 100 leads every single week, not every single month.
Yeah.
Just from using like Facebook marketing, etc. So
Right.
that's pretty much the 6 lead generation systems
Yeah.
that I know work for a fact. So
Yeah.
I tell every single person, start with your database, okay, and
Yeah.
then and then start building it. Open house, you know, early in the next 30 days, increase the production like this for sale by owners and expires is the way to go.
That's fantastic. That's just great. You know, that really is it. You just explained basically how to be a successful real estate agent, didn't you?
I did, of course. How to become a top listing agent.
Yeah, exactly. How to be a top one and how to do it. Yeah, you mentioned, a couple things on like, for example, 24 closes, you get 2 a month just on the open houses. And, the average agent sells about 1.3 million a year, which is about 6 deals, on average a year. So all of us want to become above average. And that, we have Chatty here who has shared with us on how to get to that next level and how to do it easily and quickly. And so, Chatty, how, in addition to, thank you very much for that free offer, by the way, on how to handle objections. It's super. And what's the best way to get a hold of you? How can our listeners get a hold of you and really get this value? Because, man, you are fired up and you got the answers and you even have live testimonials.
Yeah.
Like,
love
Rob,
it, man, love it.
that's great. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. And so, what's a good way to get a hold of you and to hear more about what you have to offer us?
Right. So look, if you want to connect with me personally, the best place to connect with me personally is on Facebook. So if you just, type my name, Shadi Bazzi, ChadiBazzi, that would be a good starting point. And for those of you who are ready to start consuming content and want if you want like 100 hours worth of free training, ShadiBazzi.com. There's about 100 hours worth of free training materials over
Say
there.
that one again. What is it again? For the 100 hours.
It's my name, ShadiBazzi.com. So
Got it.
you go there. There's about 100 hours worth of video training material on this site.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we're out of time here, but can you share with us, like, what could you leave with us in order to just uplift us more and give us another way to really know that we can do this, Chatty?
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna say. When you said that, like literally the first thing that came to mind is something that I learned a very long time ago. From a man of wisdom, and I'm talking about a man of wisdom. He said
Yeah.
to me, Shadi, the key to success. Because look, everybody that's listening to this, what do they want? They want success, right? The
Sure.
key to success has nothing to do with what you do. The key to success has everything to do with how you feel while you are doing it. So your highest and greatest goal every single day should be to do what? To feel good.
Good.
And then when you reach that goal, Doc, what is goal number 2? It's to feel even better.
Yeah, that's it. And there, my friends, is it in a nutshell, that when you feel good, everything will come to you. It's our communication system from our source that helps us, that guides us to everything that we want. And so know that what Chatty says here is wisdom of the ages. This is the truth. And how to do it when you're doing stuff, make sure you're feeling good and you'll be able to connect and do all these wonderful things. Chatty Bazzi, we thank you so much for being on the show, man. You are you are just awesome. You've taken a picture. And
Yeah.
you are just amazing, man. We thank you so much and wish you all the best. And for all of us out there, let's go. I think you need to listen to this a couple times. And then I'd give Chatty a jingle on Facebook and see if he can't connect and see if he can't be, to you, the best listing agent in America coach. Chatty
Thank you,
Bazzi.
brother. Appreciate it, man.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
And everybody, thanks for listening. Love you guys. Bye-bye.